Hello? Excuse me. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. That's good. Oh, I gotta, you know what? It would help if I opened up the YouTube stream and got the chat. That would help. How about chat? Alright, we're starting with the old... I almost said outbreak. Distortion thing. Because we got one ready. Let me tweet out the stream. What's up, Taylor? I missed it. What did I miss? So what's up, Kevin? Welcome in. Alright, we're gonna start with a distortion. So I'll grab my counter. You just got a shiny cricket soon? Nice. Congrats. Okay. Distortion. I just saw an item appear in here. There we go. Got it. Give me the female alpha Sneasel. That'd be great. That's the female Sneasel, but it's not alpha. That's also the female Sneasel, but it is also not alpha. It did not take me long to find an alpha Sneasel before, so I'm hoping it's like not ridiculous this time. But who knows? We're clearly not finding alphas. Fancy Teapot, thank you for the shiny luck. Welcome in. What do you mean shiny Mew? So there's this Pokemon called Mew, and much like every other Pokemon, it has a shiny form. And I've been trying to get that version of Mew for quite a while now. So after this distortion, I'm just starting with the distortion. We've been doing like simultaneous, just like waiting for distortions while shiny hunting. But I had a distortion show up before I went live, so we're just starting with it. And once I'm done getting all the items here, we're gonna be hunting for some shiny Mew. I think I may have gotten all the items besides this one. Oh, there's one. Wait, where was it? Oh, is it this? Nope. Where was that item? I saw an item over here, and then I got closer, and I can't find it anymore. There it is. It's in the grass. Alright. Let's get out of here. To the camp. You just also realized something? You were the first person to say something in chat. Congrats. Oh, gotta sleep. You know, but how? There's this event that you can unlock in Emerald that lets you encounter Mew and find it shiny, because there was no shiny locks back then. First stream, love your Mark videos. Good luck with the alpha. Can't wait for the Mew hunt. Mew hunt's happening now. Because we didn't get anything. Also, I got... This is gonna... I'm making, like, a shrine now for the shiny Mew so that it shows up. To the detriment of you definitely just won't be able to see the Switch anymore. But it's fine. We got a little Mew shrine now. I think I'm gonna put the Switch over here, actually. You can, like, almost... It doesn't stand up there, though. No, I'll just leave it here. It's fine right there, if I can stand this thing up. Dude, the old stands on the Switches are just absolutely terrible. Yeah, no, Mew's not in Legends Arceus. I'm guessing you're new to the streams, but literally every stream I do, we do both Mew hunting and Legends. We just started with Legends because there was a distortion. Because of the distortions, you have to wait upwards of like hours to get one to show up. So we just hunt while we do that. I gotta pull up my Bidoof counter. Also, I figured out the painting thing. You don't need a contest painting, because in this area, which I need to move this. This is a little much. Move. Okay, I think we're good. Actually, instead of, I think I'm gonna move everything over slightly this way, and then do this. That might be better. Like we get more of the Bidoof now, which is good. All right, so I was under the impression that you needed to get like a master rank contest Pokemon in order to unlock the paintings, but in the Lily Cove just contest all, these reroll your seed. So we're gonna be getting completely random seeds every time now we hunt Mew. So it's gonna be like true RNG, like other Pokemon games. As long as we... Oh wait, what am I doing? I don't need to fly. And it's convenient that it's in Lily Cove, because this is actually where I need to be. So every time we hunt Mew now, completely random frames, even though I'm pretty sure it just didn't really matter. But it's just kind of nice. What does the fox say? That's a song. The only issue is doing this every time we start a hunt. It's gonna be the only issue, is going through this labyrinth every time. Watch us get shiny Mew today now, because we're doing this. My positioning definitely needs to change slightly. We need to be like that. Kingdra ended up having the last personality mark. Yeah, so there's an event for the kindly mark going on, right? Actually, I think it ended. I think it was only over the weekend. But for the weekend, they had an event with it was Finizen, Lotad, and Horsey outbreaks with a higher chance at the kindly mark. I did I think I did like 15 or so phases on Lotad, and I ended up getting another calmness mark, which was, if you guys know, was the mark I got on Clefairy that I needed while going for the upbeat mark, but I didn't want to waste my chances at an upbeat mark, so I kept going. So I had a Clefairy and a Clefable marked, one with calmness, one with upbeat. But I found a Lotad with a calmness mark, so I thought that was a little more unique, so I went with that, and then switched over to a Horsey outbreak until I got the kindly mark. Because I didn't really want two Pokemon from the same evolutionary line, unless they were, like, fully evolved, like, split evolutions, or, like, different forms completely. So, like, I have two Tatsugiris, and but they're different, forms, and then I also have Gardevoir and Gallade, and then I also have a Galarian Slowpoke, and a Kanto Slowbro. So they're, like, a little more different than just, like, a Clefairy and a Clefable. So I thought that was kind of cool. Taylor, you just, like, reciting childish songs right now? I didn't have to lecture you about Mew. I mean, you asked. What do you mean by lecture? What's up, Mike Breaks? I kind of look like someone you saw yesterday. That's crazy. I need to be keeping up with this Legends thing because it's not like directly in front of me anymore. Because we have this shrine now. But 2 more SP consoles this weekend, bringing your total to 4. Nice. I saw a listing for SPs on like the marketplace that's only like a 15-minute drive away from me. But I mean, they're fairly priced. They're not like crazy deals, and I'm not really in the market to buy SPs. But it was like 2 front-lit ones and a backlit one. And the backlit one was like, it was like this one. This like pearl blue one. It was like pretty fairly priced, honestly. And then one was an NES skinned one. That was front lit, and then one was potential. I think it was the blue one that I have. That's front lit. I forget. But they were like decent deals. Like they were fair. They weren't like $20. Like, you know, they were decent amount of money, but compared to like what you see on like eBay and stuff, they were fair. Horsey was a higher chance for that mark as well. You even played Scarlet and Violet since you helped you with getting the shield ons. That was the last time I had played Scarlet and Violet too. But yeah, I mean, like, I follow Cerebi. I keep up with the events and stuff, so like I know what's going on. And it was only a matter of time before they did an Outbreak event that featured the last mark I needed. So I was like, I'll just jump on that. But now we just need Misty, Dry, and Curry Mark. What are my main hunts for Safari? Anything I need, as long as I catch them. It's like most things, so I'm not going to list all of them. Like, I mean, I want Nidoran female probably most, but, like, there's kind of just a bunch of things I want equally. Gotta remember what Psychic is weak to is remember that most people are afraid of bugs, ghosts, and dark. You're just like spewing stuff right now. I don't think I asked what was weak to Psychic. I already knew that. Cobalt and Char Gundam skinned one. Nice. Already own a platinum and a black one. So the Cobalt one is the front lit. What do you have any like AGS 101s or any? Because I'm not. I know like the pearl blue, which is this one, and then the charcoal gray, which I think is that's what you mean by Char, but it's got like a Gundam skin on it. Those were the 2 like official AGS 101s. I think everything else should be front lit unless they were modded or like special edition ones. Taylor, you're just kind of like spewing nonsense at this point. Is something wrong? You're spewing. I'm not sure if you're trying to be funny or you just got a lot on the mind. But if you're trying to be funny, I think random humor has to be done a very specific way for it to actually be funny. I always say that. But thank you for the shiny luck, Taylor. Both of you have here are AGS 001s. Okay. And like they get the job done. The only issue is if you want to like record them, it's kind of annoying. But I'm gonna be potentially, actually, I think most definitely gonna be running an AGS 001 for Safari Week. And it is hard to see, like everything looks kind of blue, so you gotta be kind of like locked in for looking for shinies. But what's nice about mine is that the speaker on it is insanely good. So even if I don't notice it's shiny, I no matter what here, the sparkles, so. Okay, I don't think anything here will attack me because it's all like Cricketops and stuff. Oh, I'm doing Legends. I got a Distortion. Once that starts, we'll switch over to it. Okay, Taylor, you're saying like a lot. And I don't even, like, you're speaking a little too randomly for me to care, so I'm not even gonna read what you're saying. I would not be surprised now if I get a shiny Mew, like, kind of quickly. Not only am I really far in, but now I have completely random frames. And it's just like shiny hunting in any other Gen 3 game now. Yeah, it does sound like his brain broke. I think he's trying to be funny, and I don't think he realizes that we're not really vibing with it. What am I gonna name the Mew? It's a surprise, but I do have a name in mind. It might be kind of a generic name, but I don't know if I've seen anyone name a shiny Mew it. Oh, so you actually are going insane because you're hatching a bunch of Score Bunny eggs and not getting a shiny, but 260 is not much at all. 260 is like not, it's like, what? That's a little more than half odds if you have Shiny Charm in Masuda Method. That's not even half odds if you don't have Shiny Charm. I'm like, you can't be going insane unless you're at least over odds. Can't be getting an under odds hunt and being like, that was the worst hunt ever. But I will say, breeding for shinies is pretty boring. But at least if you're like not recording it or something, it's kind of chill. Pretty easy to just get a lot done when you're like doing something else. Your hunting type null to get Silvally along with Cap and Surf Pikachu. Nice. I will tell you this. I don't want to like dampen your desire to get the Surfing Pikachu. But starting in Sword and Shield, they made Surf just a TM move on Pikachu. So like the Surfing Pikachu you get in Ultra Sun Ultra Moon doesn't really have anything special about it anymore. It was like a special thing in Ultra Sun Ultra Moon, but like starting in Sword and Shield, you can just use the TR for Surf on like any Pikachu. And the reason I tell people that is because I was considering doing that Surfing Pikachu hunt because I thought it was really unique, but once I found out it was just like a normal move on its moveset now, I'm like, well, maybe I should just do random encounters for it and then teach it Surf, you know? Alright, I'm gonna do one more encounter. And then we're gonna do the Distortion. Yeah, so if you want it only in Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, that it's still, like, special in that regard. But if you send it up into, like, home or whatever, then there's not really a reason to specifically go for that Surfing Pikachu. That's kind of the point I'm making. But, like, that could be said about a lot of Pokemon in, like, older gens, you know? Alright, let's do this Distortion. How long have we been recording for? 18 minutes? Yeah, if I get something good, I don't want it to be a 20-minute recording, so we'll switch the recording. Alright, let's do this. Open for an Alpha Sneasel with the Small Feather. Small Feather, Big Sneasel. That's what we want. Shiny Leafeon would be kind of cool. Okay, dude, I'm kind of worried. We're getting a lot of female Sneasels that aren't alpha. Like, that's our third in a row. I know as soon as an alpha one shows up, it's gonna be male. Watch. Okay, well, there's a male one. That makes me feel a little better. Is there anything up here? Oh, there is. Oh, and one of the Sneasels is up here. How long has that been there? Oh. Let me just grab the rest of the items, which honestly, at this point, do we even need to? Do we need these items? I don't know if I can... I don't even know if I'm gonna have a reason to use all of the evolution items that I've been getting. And I really don't need that much money anymore because there's only a handful of Pokemon I like actually catch with having everything be research perfect. Alright. It's where I get alpha female Weavile. I do need Weavile. I would prefer Sneasel though because I don't want to have another situation like I did with the Magnemite where I had Magneton and Magnezone first and then I just proceeded to get more Magneton and Magnezone before Magnemite. But like female Weavile will be fine. I would just prefer to get Sneasel first so that if I get Weavile or Sneasel, it's like it doesn't matter as opposed to it actually mattering if I get a Weavile. What's up, Taylor? I think I'm gonna ban this person. That's okay. You guys don't have to tell me. I see the chat. Like if someone is a bot, I'll ban them. You can't post links, so it's not like that's why. By the way, that's why I have it so you can't post links in chat. Because you know, if we do get a bot and I don't like notice it right away, you guys aren't gonna like click some scary link that will like give you malware or whatever. Oh, I'm on the right thing. I just have to go to this. There we go. All right, let's continue. Taylor, thank you for the shiny lock. Lapras is a boosted Herba raid. Nice. I don't think I need Herba Mystica anymore at all in Scarlet and Violet. Couple more months and we'll hopefully get more AZ news. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if it's coming in the Nintendo Direct. I wouldn't be... There's supposed to be a Nintendo Direct this month. I wouldn't be surprised if we get something on Legends ZA. Because, like, what they gave us for, what they gave us for the announcement of it was pretty much nothing. It was just a CG trailer. Like, we don't really know anything about it. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get, like, something small that has to do with, like, maybe some... just an idea of what the game's gonna be about. I don't think the Nintendo Direct has been confirmed for a specific date, but there had been a confirmed Nintendo Direct for June, and Xbox just had their like game showcase. I think PlayStation did theirs like last week, so it's only a matter of time before Nintendo starts doing a Nintendo Direct soon. Know what you're saying? You need both female of that line too, but you need a second Alpha Kratos or an Alpha Rampardos to finish the line. Yeah, like if I get Sneasel first, I'll need either or if I get Weavile first, I'll only need Sneasel, and that's just going to be not as good. Because, yeah, like, Magnemite... I started this challenge already having Alpha Magnemite and Magnezone. And while looking for Magnemite, I got a second Alpha Magneton. I said Magnemite and Magnezone. I had Magneton and Magnezone already, but I needed Magnemite. And then while looking for Magnemite, I got a second Magneton and a second Magnezone. And it's like, man, if we had just gotten Magnemite from the start, it would have been so much faster to complete that. There was a rumor for this week, but you doubt it. If it was this week, they probably... Well, don't they usually do directs on, like, Tuesdays or Wednesdays? If it was this week, I feel like we would have known by now. There would have been some announcement. But who knows? Sometimes they only give, like, a couple days notice. If it's like Thursday or something, they still could announce it. Really curious as to what the direct is going to be on, because they have confirmed the next console. It's rumored that the next console is getting announced soon. And it seems weird to me that they would announce a bunch of, like, Switch titles and then announce the next console. But at the same time, I believe Xbox announced that they're, like, well in development for the next-gen console, which I just think is a weird move. Like, I understand pride, but to, like, tell people, hey, why buy these games on this old console when we're already, like, pretty far into development of the next console? So, I don't know. I'm just curious as, like, what's going to be announced. Like, is it going to be really anything super exciting? Because I feel like all of, like, big hitter games that could be coming out soon would be, like, games for the next console, which they said they're not going to include anything for the next console. So, I don't know. Like, I'm thinking, like, let's pretend the Switch successor is already out, or, like, is coming out this year. You would be getting, like, announcement games like the next Smash game, or the next Legend of Zelda game, or the next big Mario game, or something like that, you know? But if we're, like, talking, like, end of life cycle of Switch games, it's like, what are we announcing? So, I don't know. Are they gonna really bring the hype? It'd be cool if they announced the console for at the end of the direct. What's up, Thor? Yeah, I got the shiny. 26 phases. I got a calmness mark on a Lotad that I wanted to keep, just to have a little bit more uniqueness to my roster of marked shinies. So I switched to Horsey, and Horsey was definitely harder to hunt, but it wasn't too much harder to hunt. And then, thankfully, it was only 6 phases over odds, as opposed to 40. I was very glad to get it just a slightly over odds, because the upbeat mark took me like 60-some to get. And once I hit phase 25, it had like dawned on me there, and I'm like, man, if this takes me on like 50+ phases, I'm gonna be here for a while. But I need to get other hunts done. Like, I really need to finish this Mew hunt. I really need to finish my Dratini hunt. I'm 8k on Dratini in the game corner in Heart Gold Soul Silver. Thor, thank you for the shiny luck. See, I was glad I got it fast. I really, like... I have confidence I can get Dratini before I'm... So, here's the thing. I want to finish these hunts this week. So, there's a chance I stream every day this week. I want to finish these hunts this week because, I'm starting my Safari Week early because I'm missing, like, the last third of it. So I'm probably going to start Safari Week hunting on Monday, like a week from today. Just so I can, like, you know, have roughly the same amount of hunting time as everyone else. So I want to, like, have these hunts done before that. But Mew's a little scary, because, like, I could grind so hard for Mew, and it's like, if I'm going over 20k, I'm just not going to get it, you know? Like, at least for the Dratini, if I grind hard, I can get, like, an additional, like, 12, 13,000 encounters, which is, like, a big deal. Mew, it's like I grind hard, and it's, like, another, like, 2,000 encounters. Yeah, I got the mark. That's why the last shiny shows the Kingdra with the mark, and it says 26 shinies. Only 3 marks left. Once I'm done with this Mew hunt, and once I'm done with Safari Week, I'll probably focus, like, my main on-stream thing will probably be the rest of the marks. Because being as close as I am, it is something I do want to just, like, get finished. But all of the hunts are going to be tough. Misty Mark, the Misty Mark can be easy, but I'm going to do it the hard way for just a specific reason, because I'm just going to be killing, like, 2 birds with 1 stone. But, I mean, there's no going around, like, the dry mark or the curry mark. Those are just going to be tough no matter what I do. Oh, you didn't notice the Kingdra? Oh, it's all good. Nah, I mess with people. I'm very sarcastic. Anytime someone asks about something that's on the layout, I kind of just sarcastically give them an answer. I'm not hunting Mew off stream. I'm hunting Dratini off stream. Mew is just too slow of a hunt for me to, like, put all of, like, everything into. I gotta be making progress elsewhere. You're torn on doing Platinum Radar or Celebi? Do Celebi. One thing I've grown to realize is that sometimes it's not about the quantity of shinies, sometimes it's about the quality of shinies. Like, the amount I appreciate and have just used my shiny Shaman and Darkrai in, like, Legends and BDSP and whatnot, that, to me, has more value than just getting a Dex entry shiny just to get it. And I think you'll enjoy the shiny Celebi more than whatever you're going to be Poke Radar hunting. I really hope Mew shines soon. Yeah, like, I've been thinking about it too, because it's like, there's so many times where I'm just like, oh, let me go for this shiny, it'll be easy. Oh, let me go for this shiny, it'll be easy. But, like, I like, recently I stopped and was just like, man, I really appreciate having, like, a shiny Shaman and a shiny Darkrai to just, like, use in, like, my games and stuff. And, you know, like, it gets me thinking about maybe going for, like, Manaphy soon. I mean, I'm going for Mew, so, like, that's already a big one. But, like, maybe go for, like, maybe choose Celebi earlier to hunt than some of the other things that I've been going for, because that would just be a cooler shiny to have. Because, like, if you think about it, like, sometimes it's just like, yeah, some hunts are tedious, but once it's done, it's done. Like, this Mew hunt has been far from easy. But I'm gonna appreciate the Mew so much more once I have it than, like, finding, let's say, 5 to 10 other full odd shinies that are just Dex entries that I needed. Since Mewtwo is a clone of Mew, you kind of wish the shiny had a blue tail. At least we have the failed clone Ditto being blue. See, that's what just, like, makes me think that sometimes it was just random. Because, like, Mewtwo, like, it's just, like, random color swap. Because, like, Mewtwo's got, like, it's, like, purple instead of pink. So, like, if you were doing a random color swap, then, like, yes, it would just change to a different color than blue. That being said, Ditto is purple. But it could just come down to, like, there's slightly different shades of purple, which just cause, like, a different color combination. But at the same time, there are things that are like, yeah, why would Ditto and Mew both have, like, almost the exact same shiny when they're, like, related in that way? I mean, there's evidence to suggest they were random color swaps and that they were designed. Like, there's evidence for each side. Makes me believe that there were probably some shinies that were just randomly swapped, and then some were, like, chosen specifically. We know Charizard and, like, Arcanine and Ninetales and Gyarados were, like, probably Magikarp too was, like, chosen specifically. But there's some other shinies, man, that you're like, you know, how could this have worked so perfectly the way it is? Took a break from Pokemon for a while. Do you know if the bank servers are still up? Yeah, the bank servers are still up. There has not been an announcement that they're shutting down anytime soon. There's just been an allusion to it. Like, they've alluded to the fact that they will be shutting them down, but they have not even said that they are yet. So you got time. Here's you've upgraded your little Mew shrine. Yeah. Yep. Got one of each unique shiny Mew card up here. I'm only missing 2. I've always wanted to have all the shiny Mew cards, but the 2 I'm missing are by far the most expensive ones. So I don't have them. You got shiny Celebi at 3504. Nice. Congrats. I need to see a number like that soon. I haven't had a sub 5k in a while. Like, I got Gyarados under odds, but it was, like, barely under odds. And now, like, unless I get my Dratini in the next, like, 100 encounters, that one's gonna go over odds, too. I haven't had just, like, a fast hunt in a minute. There's some where you're like, did you forget to change it? It's pretty safe to assume they design most, if not all, of the shinies nowadays, and a lot of them are just like, dude, you guys didn't even try, or didn't care, or just are stupid. Because some of them, like, there's people that like subtle shinies, and Game Freak's aware of that, but it's like, so often, it's like when they try to make a subtle shiny, it's done so poorly. You know? Like, Galarian Farfetch'd is terrible. Ceruledge, absolutely atrocious. Tandemaus, absolutely atrocious. But they kind of cooked with Alolan Vulpix. Alolan Vulpix, in my opinion, is a subtle shiny done right. Even though I'm not, like, the biggest fan of that shiny. I appreciate it as a well-made subtle shiny. What's up, Endless Night? Welcome in. A bit of a pretty penny to have it set up. So, not, like, really. The most expensive one is probably, like, the most that I had to pay in order to, like, obtain one of these was this one. Because I opened just so much Celebrations and never pulled it. But I was trying to complete the Celebration set. And then I ended up just having to buy it online. These two I got pretty lucky with. My goal was to only, like, open one of each, like, unique promo box of Paldean Fates, and I ended up pulling those 2 cards within that. So, I got pretty lucky with that. Shining Legends, the pull rates are not that bad for Shining Legends, so it was so long ago, but I have, like, I think I have 4 Shining Mews from Shining Legends. 3. I have 3 of them. I have 2 that are 9s. And then I have a 10 that's behind me, but it's in a frame, so I didn't want to take it out. Oh, this distortion's already starting. And then I also have, I think, a couple of the Japanese Shining Mew from Shining Legends. But yeah, I mean, I want to get all of the Shiny Mew cards because there's not that many. There's only 6. And these are 4 of them. The other 2 are the original Shining Mew from Koro. And the other one's the Mew Gold Star from, was it Dragon Frontiers? I think is what it is. And that one's just ridiculously expensive. The Koro is like, if you want a good quality one that's like graded, that's pretty expensive. But I think an ungraded one is not like awful. So I don't know. I'll have to look around if I want to buy it. I'm in the process of like selling a bunch of comics that my grandma had. Well, it was my grandpa. But my grandma gave them to me, and she's like, sell these comics and we'll split the money. And I was like, okay. So if I like sell a few of those comics, because some of them are pretty expensive, you know, I could get some pretty cool cards to add to my collection. The luck has been very nice in this side. Have you been getting shinies too? What's up, Isaac? Welcome in. Out of town, you found a full odds Regirock. Very nice shiny, you've been meaning to find since the release of Count 100. Nice. That is a cool one. Yeah, I'm going for Mew. Which you could at least get shiny Mew from Go, but you can't even complete the Kanto decks. There goes your $5. You just have to complete the decks though, right? The hardest ones are gonna be like the regionals, and all of them have well, Kangaskhan can be in Mega Raids sometimes. If you don't live in the US, Tauros is gonna be tough. Like 100%, Tauros is gonna be tough. But if you live in the US, the other ones are doable, because Farfetch'd has a Galarian form that you can just get. Mr. Mime has a Galarian form that you can just get, and then Kangaskhan sometimes is just in Mega Raids. I guess wait till the Paldean Tauros comes out, and then you'll be fine if that's the case. Tried logging into bank the other day, you couldn't connect. It's probably your internet sucking that day. Yeah, you can still, unless, yeah, because you don't have to pay for it anymore. So glad you've been able to modify your 3DS to Ultra Sun without it. No shiny Naganadel or Regirock. Oh, yeah. You can just buy Ultra Sun, though. It's not like that expensive of a game. Just found out about all the medals in Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. The medals. I'm not sure what those are. Unless you're talking about... I know the medals from Black 2 White 2. You get a Sour Herba from Galarian Slowbro. Nice. Hope they make a solution so we aren't cut off from the past games again. Yeah, I do too. You're going for the odd aid Pichu next, and counter times are rough. Yeah, it does take a while to hatch that egg. Got to count mine for Selby. You feel like you're close to odds, though. See, you would think, though, but always assume you're less than what you think, because you always just by default assume you're farther in than you are. You can get access to the games through a special NSO expansion pass would be a solution. No, it wouldn't, because it would make all of our physical copies obsolete. That's not a solution. That's a band-aid on a wound, like on a massive wound. Currently, you're working through the old games. That way, if a fix isn't made, you'll have everything you want from past games in home. Yeah. You're stuck on Mewtwo for Kanto decks. Oh, Mewtwo. They just had Mewtwo in Shadow Raids. But Mewtwo's a raid Pokemon, so you just gotta like keep up with what's in the raids and stuff. Non-Shadow Mewtwo, yeah, it's still a thing. It hasn't been released in a minute, but they are currently doing like the Kanto birds. Like Zapdos was in raids currently, so I wouldn't be surprised if Mewtwo comes relatively soon. Sucks living in a small town. There's no one to do Shadow Raids with. Yeah, they were like that, but Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire. I did not know those existed. All right, let's switch over to Legends again because I have another distortion. That's the wrong one. Alright, I'm gonna do this distortion now. You picked up non-Shadow Zapdos recently? Yeah. It sometimes just comes down to like keeping up with stuff, making sure you're able to get everything you need. Weavile. Weavile's a lot harder to tell if it's male or female than Sneasel is. The feather difference on Weavile is so subtle. Weavile, it's like the female one looks bald pretty much. There's an Alpha Lickitung. There goes my chances at Sneasel. I'm kind of shocked I haven't gotten a shiny Lickitung yet from these. I do have a shiny Lickitung in this game, but not from a Distortion. I think it was from an Outbreak. And I mean, like, Lickitung and Licky Licky are kind of by far the most common thing in these Distortions. Man, it is crazy how, like, I feel like I'll grab so many items and then there'll still be like this random... Where is it? Oh, it was in the flowers, I think. Okay, there was an item somewhere and I'm blind now. I don't see it. There it is. It was in the grass. How did the Mew go? Still hunting it. Currently, I mean, you'll see it once I switch back. 14,000 something. Alright, I think this Distortion is donezo. It's so worth it. I mean, I hope I get it soon, man. All right. $14,322. That's where we're at. Originally gonna hunt for Raikou now, but you only have one Master Ball to spare from your Sun cartridge, so you found Latios instead. It fits it better, and you can't access it in DAs. Oh yeah, that's good. Wait, you can't get it. Oh, is it a version exclusive? You don't have the right version. You can still maybe get someone to help you. Just got your second perfect Pokemon in Go, and you're just mindlessly catching Pokemon. It was a Drowsy, nice. I found a random Nincada perfect the other day, which was really cool. Plan was to look for and catch regular Reshiram so you can start hunting for Kyurem. We were fine using that on Latios, yeah. Yeah, Mike Breaks, I do look familiar. Yeah, I got recognized in public yesterday. It was pretty surreal. No more subscription games. NSO expansion sucks compared to Virtual Console. Yeah, and it's gonna die one day. They're gonna have to shut it down one day. I'm just so over the whole like everything's got to be online only because it'll get shut down one day, and you pay more for it. Female Weavile should have had the top head feathers be longer, not the ear feathers be shorter. No, it should have the top head feathers be shorter. It wouldn't make sense for the female Sneasel to have a shorter head feather and then the Weavile to have a bigger one. That wouldn't make sense. You haven't been shiny hunting at all. You've been playing Street Fighter 6. Your Mewtwo, you remember, you think 2 weeks. I've been at this one for a few months now. I mean, it hasn't been like straight, but I mean, I started it like in January. Who am I hunting for in Gen 4? This guy. Also this guy. Which I'm also 11,000 in on that. Between these two hunts, we're like over 25,000. Just these two hunts we're doing. You want to own my games, not rent them? Yeah, it's like you pay more to rent your games that like won't stay. And I think that it, like, to me, that's probably why we don't have the like the virtual console games for Pokemon on the Switch. I think there's a disagreement between Nintendo and Pokemon Company. I think Pokemon Company wants them to be virtual consoles so that you actually own them. And Nintendo wants them to be part of NSO. And I think Pokemon doesn't want to be backed in a corner where they're going to have to, like, connect these games again and then have to shut them down again. That's my theory. You want to do Gibble so bad? Gibble? I did Gibble. It was with the Diglett method in BDSP. I want to do full odds, but it's like, was it only like 20% in Wayward Cave? 20% is hard for me to go for, so like part of me is like, maybe I just go back to the Grand Underground again. Jibblypuff, thank you for the follow. Thank you for putting a smile on Thanos' face. I do appreciate it. Your biggest shiny win from the past week was getting a shiny partner cat Pikachu after hunting for the past 3 months. You thought both by save files were shiny locked for a minute. Dude, that first of all, congrats. That's a crazy shiny. When I hunted it, I had my Ultra Sun running, and I was doing resets on Ultra Sun, and I was too paranoid that it was going to be shiny locked, so I added Ultra Moon to it, and it took me over 6,000, it was like 6,500 or something resets. I got it on Ultra Sun, but I accidentally reset over it. And then I did a reclaim hunt, which took an additional like 8,500, and it was on Ultra Sun again. And I understand it's like RNG and stuff, but like I could not help but wonder, like, Ultra Moon, what are you doing? But I mean, like, it's so unlikely that it's shiny locked. Yeah, Bidoof the Giga Chad. I'm like, guys, the only reason I'm hunting Bidoof is because it was like the first shiny I ever found, and I just don't have it anymore. It's not like a Bidoof's the greatest Pokemon ever kind of thing. Platinum's probably the way to go for Gibble. Is it like more common? It's just so hard for me to target something that's like less than 30%, you know? I phase way too often. I hate when it feels like the files are shiny locked. It feels like this game is shiny locked. I've done a bunch of hunts on Emerald, and this game has never gotten a shiny. And I've gotten every Emerald shiny I've gotten has been on this save, and they've all been ridiculously over odds except for 2. One was only slightly over odds, and one was actually pretty far under odds. But they've all been on just this Emerald. So, yeah. I really hope the Mew shines on this game, because not only does it have the cooler ID, but it would be nice to finally get a shiny on this specific Emerald that I've been using for years now and just it hasn't done anything for me. You'd like if they made a multi-game card for Pokemon similar to Pikmin 1 and 2 card? That would also be really cool. I wish they did that with, like, Bank and Home. Instead of making it like an online thing, it's like a separate cartridge, kind of like Pokemon Box, Ruby, and Sapphire. But not a $3,000 game or whatever much it is. Why do you have to get Mew this week? Because I'm starting my Safari week early, and I just want to get Mew before that. I'm missing like the last third of Safari week, so I'm starting on Monday. And I want to have my hunts finished before then, but I mean it's not really looking good for Mew. But you never know. I'm gonna try to hunt it every day this week. You never know. And I'm now using painting, so it's like truly random. We're gonna get completely random frames every time we hunt Mew now. It's just gonna be a little more annoying to like start the hunt. Just because there's like a maze you have to get through before getting to Mew. The issue with it being a card is that you couldn't transfer Pokemon from the other cards at the same time, though. Not with how they do the Switch. I'm not sure what you mean by that. Because when you send stuff into home, you don't have to have like the cart in because the data's saved to your console, not your game cart. Game cart is kind of just like a key to access the game. We're going on a massive dry streak through DAs for a long while ago, just finding nothing for multiple attempts just brings you down. Yeah, like luckily I got like a bit of relief with the Gyarados. But I mean, like, I've just been consistently having really bad luck lately. So I'm hoping like at some point the pop-off starts and I kind of come back because like, I mean, like last year I had multiple 30,000 plus hunts. This year I had a 20k in a 1 in 4096 game, which is absurd. And now I'm like almost 15k on this Mew. We're 11k on Bidoof. I'm currently 8,000 on my Dratini hunt, and it's like, you know, like very unlikely I get that under odds. Switch, yeah, but DS, you don't know. But we're talking like a Switch game though. It'd be like a port, not a DS cartridge you plug into your Switch. So it would work exactly like a Switch game would. I would assume if they're adding older games onto the Switch, they would make them home compatible. It would be silly if they didn't. At least mainline games. You laugh at the people that thought Gen 5 remakes were coming this year. It was reasonable to assume there was going to be a remake this year, but I also thought it was silly people were like dead set on it being Gen 5. I think if we're getting a remake, the next one is without a doubt Gen 2. There'd be no reason to do a Gen 5 remake before a Gen 2 remake. Since release of DA, only 4 shiny legendaries. The gap between the 3rd and 4th was far too grand. Dynamax Adventures are super tedious, too. That's why I don't like them. They're tedious and boosted odds. That's like the worst of both worlds for me. Like, if I'm going to spend a lot of time on a shiny, it's got to be a full odds shiny, like, for me to get most satisfaction. But it's like, you're, like, having to deal with RNG before even getting the chance at the shiny is just, it's too much for me. Having multiple layers of RNG for a shiny hunt is just not fun, in my opinion. What's the longest you've had a Pokemon in a gym in Go? For you, it's almost 71 days. Dude, I don't know, honestly. I want to say it was like 50 some days. But even then, I feel like it was longer than that. One of my targets for this year's Safari Week, it's a lot of things. The main thing I want most is probably Nidoran female. It'd be nice. Like, I've gotten so many Nidoran males in the Safari Zone, and I've caught every single one of them. If I could just get, like, a couple Nidoran females, that'd be awesome. But I mean, like, it's like everything that I need, and it's like a lot of common stuff. I don't need to be like listed in everything. And I'm gonna be hunting on like different games too, so it's just like a lot of stuff I could get. So far, the pattern since Gen 4 has been 4, 2, 6, 3, 8, 4. So I guess Gen 5 would be during Gen 10. If they already have a Gen 2 remake. It doesn't, to me, it doesn't matter how many years it's been. It's just what's next in line, and Gen 2 is next in line, so. Yo, Ace of Bade, thank you for the raid. What's going on? Ace of Bade and everyone who joined in from the raid, how's it going? My name is Dominator. I do a lot of full odds shiny hunting. We're currently going for shiny Mew with pretty bad luck, and shiny Bidoof with also pretty bad luck. But we're going for it. And then also we're doing distortions and legends because I'm trying to get all the alphas. So we've been switching to that every now and then. Welcome in, everyone. And anyone who's in chat already, make sure you click Ace of Bade's name in chat and give him a follow. I have like a shout out command, but then I realized that when you do that, it kind of just like gives you the link to the channel, but like your name in chat is like a link to your channel anyway. So it's like, it's kind of funny. Yeah, shiny Mew is pretty pog, but I've been at this for a while now. I just, hoping to get it soon. I'm hoping to get it before next week. But thank you for the raid. I do really appreciate it. But yeah, I just discovered. So I knew about the paintings in Lily Cove. For those who don't know, the Emerald's got broken RNG where it always sets your seed to 0 when you load up your game, which essentially gives you the same predetermined frames every time you like start up the game. So you have to essentially, if you do like runaways like I'm doing, you're totally fine, but you can't really do reset hunts because you'll just see the same like few RNG clones over and over again. But there's in Lily Cove, there's these paintings in the museum that if you interact with them, it randomizes your seed. So you get like the normal RNG, but you have to do it every time you start your game up, because once you reset your game, it goes back to the 0 seed. But I thought you had to get like a special like Ribbon Master Pokemon, but apparently in the Lily Cove contest hall, there's other paintings that do the same thing that you don't need to like get a special Pokemon for. So like now I'm hunting Mew with like completely random RNG, completely random pseudo RNG, because obviously it's not like 100% random. Which, makes me feel a little better about it. But this is my first time doing it, so, maybe we'll get the shiny soon. This Mew looks like he's gonna fall. There we go. We're 75% done with the Gen 4 Living Dex as of today. Is that shiny or just like regular? Are you doing like what I'm doing in home? Trying to get like every Pokemon in their older games? Or is this like a shiny Living Dex? Are we doing Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald for Safari Week and continuing your Johto starter hunt in Korean Soul Silver? Nice. Yeah, I'm going to be running 2 Fire Reds, 2 Leaf Greens, Heart Gold, Soul Silver, and then potentially Sapphire as well, because I now have another console. Like I have a 2DS now, a new 2DS. So I'm capable of running like an extra system now. So if it's like not hard to do, I will be running 7. If it's like too clunky for me to handle, I'll just stick with the 6, because the 6 was working well. Every Pokemon is caught in Gen 4, including all the mythicals. Yeah, that's like what I'm doing. I'm up to Gen 8. Gen 8 is what I'm currently on. We finished Gen 7 like not too long ago. I'm doing like all Pokeballs only too, except for like obviously the ones that you have to get in like Cherish Balls, It's pretty cool you've done Gens 1 through 3. Dude, Gen 3 was such a chore. Gen 3 at the surface was like, oh, this is easy because I just have like a false swipe Spore Smeargle that I can use on everything and catch them relatively easy. But I had to play through Emerald 4 times in order to get every form of Deoxys, and it just, that was awful. Gen 3 was definitely the worst one so far, just because, like, literally just because of Deoxys. Because I didn't want to duplicate them, because I wanted them to be, like, more unique. Deoxys and Celebi were not able to get. Well, Celebi I got in Gen 2. So, like, Gen 2 I just did the Crystal one. Gen 3 Celebi is, like, ridiculous to get. If you're just getting like full living dexes for like each of your games, you can do the Palm Egg Berry glitch to get Celebi. I guess you could probably get Deoxys too, because you can get like any Pokemon with that. But I did the trick where you like unlock the Deoxys event, and I just did that 4 times on separate save files. Which honestly, I could have totally just backed up my save file, and then I wanted it to be a little more legit, though. Instead of just backing them up and catching, like, 4 Deoxys on the same save file that were different, they all have, like, different IDs and stuff. So, like, I, like, played through the game 4 times. Yeah, you did them on the original cartridges, yeah. For me, mine is, like, a home living deck. So it's like I'm trying to get everything for home, but I'm trying to do it in, like, their oldest generations while using Pokeballs only. Which, the Pokeballs only sometimes is like whatever, and then sometimes you get the genies from Gen 5, and like what would normally be like a pretty easy thing, because you're trying to catch them in Pokeballs only, means you have to play through the games 4 times, and that's just like, it's a lot. Isn't there also a custom e-reader events being fan programmed? Yeah, but I don't have an e-reader. I also try to do them as, like, legit as possible. Like, I understand those fan events are, like, legal, but I want to do, like, the actual events if I can. My rules are kind of just, like, it's got to be done in-game, and they got to be, like, as legit as I can make them be. Like, as much as I would want to just, like, hack in, like, a Manaphy or something, and then make it so that it is legal, like, that's just not the same to me. No distortions, okay. There's a game store near me you did a Mew event for Gen 3, you were able to get that. Interesting. That must have just been like a weird like hack or something, right? Because the only like Gen 3 Mew event is this one, and unless it's like the original Japanese one, it's not like gonna be the same. It's not gonna be like a real event. Like this, I had to use glitches to unlock. Unless you're talking about the e-reader thing that was like custom, but I think you can just like go online and just like unless you're saying someone like at a game store had the e-reader that you bought, like that they like let people use, and then they did the custom events. That's kind of cool. That'd be a cool way to do it. They also do Jirachi for Ruby and Sapphire. I have myself a Coliseum bonus disc, so I can just get as many Jirachis for Ruby and Sapphire as I want. But yeah, I always thought it would be cool to do like the e-reader event for like Latios and Latios. And like hunt that shiny so I don't have to do the roaming ones. But I mean I don't have an e-reader, so I just can't. You have a Japanese e-reader? Yeah, but like the original like Japanese Mew event was like pretty limited, and you like had to be in Japan. So I'm assuming like any other ones are like custom made or something. They're not like the fully 100,000% legit, which is totally fine. But like, yeah, it's pretty hard to get like a 100% authentic like Mew event in Emerald. think it was a mystery Mew event for Oh, so just like a Mew distribution, not this one. That makes more sense. Because they had like distribution cartridges, right? That makes more sense. That's the one you did years ago too, but you sold that cartridge, sadly. Wouldn't BDSP be better for Latios and Latias to hunt? No, because the resets in those games are awful. Ruby Sapphire have the fastest resets of any mainline Pokemon game by like quite a large margin too. Like BDSP, you're talking at least 30 seconds per reset. Ruby Sapphire is like, I think like 8 or less seconds per reset. Like you will, like on average, even with the 1 in 8192 odds, you will find the shiny faster than BDSP. If you don't have an e-reader for Roamer Hunter. I don't think e-readers are super expensive. I think it's just the official like tickets and stuff are, but you can print out like the codes for them. You don't have to actually have an Eon ticket. You said Mew event meant distribution. Well, I mean, like, all the Mews are, like, distributions and events and stuff, so... It's, like, same difference, you know? But yeah, like, BDSP... Like, I mean, that's definitely a possibility. For me, I'd rather do, like, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon for shiny hunting Latias and Latios if I'm not able to, like, get the e-reader events. But, yeah. Definitely an option. Waiting for Absol to any day post the Safari Week video. Doesn't he do it like a week before, usually? So I would assume Friday he's going to post it. I'm starting my Safari Week on next Monday, though. Because I'm going to be missing like the last third of it, so... We'll be doing it early. We'll be pre-gaming, but like not really because I won't be like finishing when everyone else does. Unless I have time on like Sunday night. But this year might be a year where I just try to knock out some stuff for Safari Week, and then just like if I don't do it, just like keep going. I don't know. It depends on how I feel, because a lot of times like I get burnt out of it. I like go too hard and then I get burnt out, or I get ridiculously unlucky and I just want to move on. But like I need to pop off soon with shinies, man, and Safari Week might be it. There's also a hunt that I need to do that's in the Safari Zone that I might just start with for Safari Week. And that's Psyduck. I've been trying to get shiny Psyduck in Gen 3 for a while, and it turns out it's 100% encounter rate surfing in all of the Hoenn games in the Safari Zone, and obviously in Fire Red. So I could be like start off 5 times doing like Sweet Scent encounters for Psyduck in Fire Red, Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald. You'll have to start early and end early to mid-July. Mid-July is kind of wild. If I'm like really feeling it, like there's just a lot of things I need. I guess I will start listing the stuff I need from the Safari Zones. So like my main thing that I hunt is Fire Red Leaf Green Safari Zone. I still need 3 Doduos, an Execute, 2 Nidoran females, I believe a male Rhyhorn, technically 3 more Rhyhorns if I want Rhyperior. I still need Venonat. And, like, just, like, even that alone. And, like, that's not even counting the rare stuff. And, like, you know, very unlikely I catch all of that. And then Heart Soul Silver, I still need another Slowpoke, and I still need the Doduos, and I need one more Krabby, dude. I was so bummed I failed that Krabby last year because starting and completing the Krabby line would have been so crazy. Safari Summer. See, there's just too many hunts I want to do, so that if I get, like, unlucky and, like, fail a bunch of shinies or just don't get what I'm looking for, because, you know, like, as common as everything that I want is, there's still a chance we just, like, literally, as good as I did in 2022, in Fire Red Leaf Green, I only caught Nidoran males that I didn't need, and then Rhyhorns. You know, like, even if I, like, get a bunch of shinies and stuff, it's very unlikely I get everything specifically that I want. So it's like, I don't know how long I would, like, stick with it after Safari Week. You've never prepped Heart Gold Soul Silver Safari Zone area? Yeah, I never do too. That's just because I'm going for, like, the Kanto Shiny Living Dex, and most of Johto's Safari Zone is just, like, basic Kanto stuff that I need. So I don't have, like, a reason to. Now, if I finish off, like, the Doduo line and, like, Krabby, then maybe this year I'll, like, look into setting up the, like, stuff for other things. But I just don't have a reason to go for, like, Gen 3 and 4 stuff right now. You may even change over from hunting the Safari Zone to hunting the ball in Sword and Shield. Just the Safari Ball. Just Scarlet and Violet. Give yourself the item printer and RNG abuse it to give yourself 1,000,000 of the Safari Balls. Fossils are on the top of your catch for Safari Ball list in Sword and Shield. Those are cool ones. Speaking of fossils, has nothing to do with the fossils, but it reminded me of resets. I really want to just knock out everything I can from the Game Corner and Fire Red Leaf Green this year as well. Like, those will probably be, like, my next main hunts I do after Safari Week. Because there's some easy ones I still need. Like, if I want to get everything full odds and live, I still need a few more Abras. I still need a Clefairy. I still, like, Pinsir. I would need 5 Scythers for everything, but I don't know if I'd get all 5 Scythers. I need, like, Porygons. And, like, Abra and Clefairy are really easy. Alright, I'm going to do this distortion, and I'm going to take a quick break. I guess I'll change this recording out, though. Yeah, I mean, there's so many shiny hunts I want to do. It sucks when I've been stuck on, like, the same, like, couple for a while now. But it'll be crazy when I get Mew. Not if, it's when. Especially now that I'm randomizing the frames. Randomizing the seed, I should say. Which, in turn, randomizes the frames. Because now it's just like any other Gen 3 shiny hunt. Which, I understand. Even with Emerald's broken RNG, if you're doing like runaways and stuff, you really shouldn't have to worry about anything. But as unlucky as I consistently am with Emerald, the superstition kicks in a lot. So now I feel a lot more confident getting the completely random frames. Did I get all 3 Sneasels? There's one up there. I know there's a Weavile. And then is there one over here? Okay, yeah, I did get all the Sneasels. Oh, there's an item. Alright, I think we got everything. You want an Odd Egg Pichu, and to complete the Poiple line, those are your current hunts. Good luck. What am I doing? I'm going for an Alpha Sneasel and Weavile from a Distortion, and also Shiny Hunting Mew in Emerald. How did I do? Is that like a how do you do? Or did I do something well? I guess I did pretty well. Alright, I'm gonna be right back. I'll just leave it on this layout in case a distortion appears. So, I'll be right back. I'm back. Was there a distortion? Nope. Cool. Cool. Watch, a distortion's gonna show up like immediately. Whoa. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do. Alright, I should probably charge my phone so that it doesn't die while I'm using it as a Bidoof counter. I guess I can just keep that there. Alright, let's keep going. Felt so cool beating Platinum with a team that's not just standard Sinnoh team. You get to use Electivire, Dusknoir, Delayed, Implant, Infernape, and Altaria. Yeah, it's cool. It is a shame that, like, one of my main complaints... Like, I'll always hold Pearl in a special place in my heart because it was my first mainline game. But, like, the fact that half of the Sinnoh Pokemon are just not available until after you beat the game was a bit ridiculous. It was the first time being Platinum. Stanley didn't have it as a kid. Platinum I remember getting when it was like new. Like I got it like day one. I played it in the car on the way home. All the good ones are trade evolutions. Not even that. You don't even have access to like... You don't even have access to like any of the new evolutions. Except for like Honchkrow, Mismagius, and I think maybe Leafeon Glaceon. Like, you cannot catch Magmars, or Duskulls, or, like literally any of those Pokemon that evolve into the new Sinnoh Pokemon in Diamond and Pearl until you beat the game and get the National Dex. I got Diamond a year or two after release. I think I got Pearl the, like, Christmas after it got released. So, like, I think it got released in, like, October or November or something, and then I got it, like, that year for Christmas. I need one of these Mew to look like these Mew up here. Not this one. Not this one. One of these ones. We can still have that one up there, though. Peeking behind the cards. Barely. I can't believe I pulled that off. I thought I was going to mess up that Mew encounter on the right game because I was kind of delayed on it. So glad they got workarounds in newer games. Oh, for the, like, the trade evolutions and stuff? Or, like, the Grand Underground giving you access to those Pokemon. I thought it was really weird that they didn't just use Platinum's Pokedex. Like, that, like, don't get me wrong. I still enjoyed BDSP because it was very nostalgic and it was Sinnoh and I just, like I like that. But there were some very odd choices that they did just for the sake of making it a faithful remake. And it was just like, why? Platinum was the first Pokemon game you played back in 2010, despite liking Pokemon since it first came out. Yeah, like I've liked Pokemon like when I was a kid, but like the only games we had were like Stadium and like Snap and stuff. I didn't get into like the mainline games until Gen 4. Yeah, you can catch some of them in the wild nowadays, yeah. Uh-oh, this just flashed a red light. I knew I should have charged it. I wasn't going to. I'm like, nah, I'm good. And I'm probably gonna have to charge it. Really hope it's gonna be below 15k. That would be incredible. Sub 15k would be incredible because we would probably just get that today or tomorrow. Remember getting blue and silver from a pawn shop in a small town you lived in? I've never owned the physical versions of the Gen 1 or 2 games. I don't really know if I want to. They're pretty expensive nowadays, and like, if I were to buy them, it would literally just be for collection standpoint. Like, I wouldn't really have a reason to play them. Expensive, you got blue and gold for free. You're either really lucky or you just got fake ones. Or both. Like, I think even fake ones are like, you're still gonna spend a couple bucks for them. You were pretty young at the time, so they weren't that old, yeah. It really do be feeling like Shiny Mew is just a myth. Is this Thunderstorm? No, okay, cool. Gotta get this Shiny Mew. Hoping I get Shiny Dratini soon, too. I'm 8k in on my Dratini hunt that I've been doing off-stream. I think I'm going to try to do 2,000 a day. It might be tough to do for that. I can easily get 1,500 a day. 2,000 a day might be a lot, though. Yo, Rayquaza with the 1 bit. Thank you so much. Welcome in.
This does put a smile on my face.
Rayquaza, thank you for the follow. Thank you for putting a smile on Thanos' face. I do appreciate it. Some would say mythical, yeah. Ooh, a space-time distortion's forming. Your Celebi became real, yours will too. Yeah, I mean, like, everyone's getting the Shiny Mew, man. I know I'm gonna get it at some point, it's just... It would have been great if it was, like, under 12k. Oh, shoot, it's nighttime, meaning everything kills you in nighttime. This is kind of annoying. This area, and I know you guys can't see it, but this area in Legends Arceus, daytime, it's like you're safe everywhere. Nighttime, it's like everything wants to kill you. Because all of like the Bidoofs and Cricketots and whatnot get swapped out for like Drifloons, Zubats. And it's like, alright, really? What games did you like before you got back into Pokemon? I was like Call of Duty. I liked Call of Duty and stuff. Let's see. I was I had like a pretty short time not playing Pokemon. Like, I stopped playing Pokemon games in, like, 6th grade and got back into it a few years later. It was, like, my senior year of high school. So, like, 5 years. So, I only really missed out on, like, 2 generations. But, like, during then, yeah, it was, like, Call of Duty, Halo, just, like, Xbox games and stuff. I'm playing since ORAS came out, almost 10 years. Been the best of your country. The best of your country competitively. Got all mainline games, played all the games, and now you're doing Living Origin decks. Yeah, I have all the games except for Coliseum. But I don't have Gen 1 and 2 physical. I have them on Virtual Console. And yeah, I got back into it. Like, ORAS were the newest games when I got back into Pokemon. They weren't new, though. Like, I got back into Pokemon, like, a year before Sun and Moon came out. Like, ORAS was, like, over a year old by the time I got back into Pokemon. Yeah, the bats are scary. It's just, like, they're just annoying. Like, everything in the field lands where you go is, like, besides Paris, it's just, like, a bunch of stuff that will not attack you. But then as soon as, like, it's nighttime, it's like, oh, yeah, 90% of that just gets swapped out for stuff that does attack you. So it's, like, during the daytime, I can just drop anywhere in this distortion and just, like, wait for it and be fine. But at night, it's, like, I gotta look around for a spot where nothing's gonna, like, be annoying. If you could bring any Pokemon in the real world, what would you bring it, and how will it help you? That's pretty much just asking someone what their favorite Pokemon is. So, like, Dratini. Okay. Well, hopefully that one wasn't shiny, because my game just, like, started freaking out. Not sure how that happened. It's okay, though. We get random frames every time. Why is this not working? What the heck happened? This looks good. Maybe it just isn't, like, in all the way. Alright, we're good now. I think it's just my Game Boy. This is an old Game Boy, and it does, like, get issues reading games sometimes. I guess I gotta finish this encounter. That's weird, too, because I didn't, like, move the system at all. Maybe I'll just have to clean the pins on that after stream. But this Game Boy has had some issues. I need to get one of those, like, cartridge things that, like, you can shove into your Game Boy that, like, cleans it. It's essentially just, like, a big cartridge, but it's got, like, special, like, material in it that doesn't harm the thing. You just, like, slide it in and out, and it cleans it. I should get one of those, because I think I need to, because, like, this isn't, like, my Emerald acting up. Like, sometimes my, like, main Fire Red acts up, Sapphire acts up in it, so I just need something to, like, clean that with. Yeah, the blow on your cartridge. That really was only bad if you, like, aggressively blow and is, like, you're, like, spitting in it and stuff, you know? How do you have random frames? So, I don't know if you saw it, but when I loaded my game up, I just interacted with this painting in the Lily Cove contest hall. And when you interact with those paintings, it randomizes your seed. So it essentially does what every other Gen 3 game does when you boot up, and just gives you a random seed. What's up, Poiple Boy? Welcome in. Alright, we're gonna go back to the distortion. I gotta plug this game in now. This game is dying. I should have charged it, man. I knew I should have. I was thinking about it, and then I didn't, and I should have. Okay, where is the... I'm trying to... There we go. Oh, cool. It works fine. Nice. Cool. All right. You have a question? You don't have to announce you have a question. Just ask a question. I feel like a lot of people do that. Like, you have a question, just ask a question. You don't have to announce or ask if you can ask a question. You got your Emerald Deoxys before your Shiny Mew? Yeah, that makes sense. Also, everyone in the history of Shiny hunting Mew has gotten their Shiny Mew before me. That's a lie. I know some people went farther, but not much. The farthest I think someone in chat said they went like 18k, and I saw someone go 17k. Those are the farthest I've seen people go for the Mew, and I think I'm second in line with those. Toxicroak is so weird. It targets you, but it just like keeps just running away. Really weird. Okay, I saw one Sneasel. Where are the other ones? Oh, that's probably another one. It is. Did not notice this was shaking. I'm conveniently in a 5 Pokemon battle now because of that. Alright, let's see what I missed. I might have gotten everything. I think I got everything. Alright, I'm not sticking around. It was 11k. 11k would have been a blessing at this point. Honestly, any hunt under 12k for me now is like actually nice. Oh, I'm in the wrong weather. Imagine being an Uber driver with Koraidon. Yeah, it'd be interesting. What would you do if you were a Lechonk and you find a level 100 shiny Fido killing your Lechonk friends? There's probably nothing I can do. That has the same vibe as one of those like Twitter bait things that are like, for real though, what you do in this situation, and it's just showing the world like exploding. It's like literally nothing. You just die. You know? How close are you to a shiny living dex? Not remotely close at all. Thought your hunt would go to 21k or something. I mean, I'm willing to bet mine's gonna go that far. But I hope I'm wrong. Really hope I'm wrong. Okay, I totally like moved my camera and now everything. That's fine, I guess. You're also a shiny in the situation. I don't think that changes anything. Alright, I gotta do something about my game. It keeps... Oh, wait, it's this game! What the heck's happening? Is there, like, something in the air that's, like, causing these games to freak out? What is happening? What? I don't know if I've ever had something go, like that in this game. Like, this system. What the heck? That's so bizarre. Did we just get hit by like a solar flare or something and it's just causing my games to self-destruct right now? Dude, I was like about to turn this game off, like, because I thought it was that game again. What the heck? That's so weird. It's okay, we get random frames though. At least that time I didn't like encounter a Mew. Now I'm like worried though, if we find a shiny Mew, are we just gonna, our game's just gonna self-destruct? I might look into ordering one of those game cleaners. I might just clean the pins on these games too. Also, I should probably grab my Switch so I can see if a distortion shows up. You know, that might be a good idea. Dude, what? That is so bizarre. There's more than a 51.11% chance Mew hits 20k. I don't think that's true. Oh, well, at this point, I don't know, maybe. But, like, what are the odds of hitting 20k just on a shiny hunt? Because I'm pretty sure it's pretty low. Well, I don't think it's, like, that low, but it's, like, pretty low. Oh, shoot. I did not wait long enough for that. $20k you have above a 90% chance. What about where I'm at now? At like, let's just say 15k. What are the odds of me finding the shiny at 15k? Or like by 15k, I should say. Like at specifically 15k, pretty unlikely. Probably a 1 in 8, 192 chance. $500 encounters in on Full Odds Mudbray. Nice. What game is that? Is that Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon? Or is it Scarlet and Violet? 83% chance I get it by 15k. I like those odds. Although 15k is still kind of... Oh, wait, no. 15k is only 500 away. Sun and Moon, nice. Need to fully evolve your Dino in white. Dino do be hard to evolve. $8.7% to go from 0 to 20k. Funny, because I do that like every other hunt now. It's crazy. I hope I get Mew soon, dude. But now I'm kind of worried if I, like, my games freeze. That was so bizarre. Like, this game, it's just like, oh, yeah, something weird happened. This system, sometimes it just gets hiccups like that. This one happening, like, very shortly after is so bizarre. Like, why would both of these games just, like, glitch out? Burn trap stops Mew from self-destructing. It can't stop your games from blowing up, though. True. Yeah, I need to look into one of those, like, read those, like, cleaner things. They're literally like these big cartridges that you just, like, put in and out of your cartridge slot, and since, like, the material, it, like, cleans it. I need to look into that. I mean, I would be devastated if I found Shiny Mew and my game did that when I found Shiny Mew. Especially because I'm gonna have to, like, move the console to get a better angle, and that's just gonna be so scary. Yeah, my game just froze. Thing is, the game doesn't, like, freeze. It, like, errors because it doesn't get read properly. That's why I don't know if you guys heard it, but it does this, like, really scary sound. That's, like, an intentional sound when your game's, like, not reading properly. After your birthday passes and you get some money, you're gonna buy a GBA SP. Nice. Dude, I would, if my game, like, just stopped being red when a shiny Mew goes across the screen, I'm gonna be so devastated that I'm gonna have a moment of I'm done shiny hunting. I'm gonna legitimately have a moment of, like, I'm not shiny hunting anymore. And now, let me get to 14,600. I actually am going to clean the pins on stream on these cartridges just to make myself feel better about this, because I am legitimately scared if a shiny Mew goes across the screen and then something like that happens. Just stop putting it into the universe. I don't know what that means. I don't know what you mean by that. See you guys drive. Hope you get the shiny stream. Thank you. I hope I do too. I hope I get it this week. Like, if I could get it before Monday, next Monday, that'd be awesome. Isn't the only isn't the only other way to get shiny Mew Pokemon Quest? No. First of all, Pokemon Quest does not connect with the mainline games, so I wouldn't count that as a way anyway. But you can get a shiny Mew in Pokemon Go. You can get a shiny Mew from Red, Blue, Yellow Virtual Console. I think there was a really rare chance to get a shiny Mew in Japan at one point from an event. I think that's it. Platypus, thank you for the shiny luck. Just manifesting your downfall. The more you say it, the more paranoid you'll get. No, I'm gonna clean the pins after I hit to 14,600. I'm also am legitimately worried about this system. This one, I genuinely have absolutely no clue why that one acted up. Maybe something just got on the cartridge pins, just caused an issue. Wolf and Roses, thank you for the shiny luck. You bet this Mew is going to be before Safari Week? That's what I'm hoping, but I'm kind of worried at this point. Because I'm starting my Safari Week early, because I'm missing the last third of it, so I have to get it before Monday. And it's no secret, we're not, like, getting thousands of encounters every stream. We only get, like, a few hundred every stream. So it's like, you know, definitely might not happen before Safari Week. Also surprised I haven't gotten Bidoof either. Almost 26k between both these hunts. %, by 26k, something got to shine, you feel it? Yeah. I hope it's Mew. I would much rather have Mew shine before Bidoof. Bidoof's whatever. I'm not, like, on a time crunch for Bidoof. I'm not really on a time crunch for Mew. It's just having to put it off for, like, essentially 2 weeks is gonna... It's gonna be hard. Like, it's not the end of the world if I don't get shiny Mew before Safari Week. I've been at this for a while, and I want to, like, get it done before starting something new. The hunt I really got to finish before Safari Week is my Dratini hunt, because I need to use my Heart Gold Soul Silvers for Safari Week. It's very unlikely I would need to use my Emeralds for Safari. Actually, I think I would have to use technically one of them. Or I just use a Japanese Ruby or Sapphire. Do I have a public tracker for your Shiny Living Dex progress? I do for Kanto, not for, like, everything. But, I think I set it up. It should be exclamation Shiny Dex. Hopefully it's set up in YouTube. I want to say I did do that. But it's on the layout. It's just exclamation Shiny Dex. And it only gets updated once I post a video on my last shiny, so I did recently get a shiny Gyarados. That's not on it just yet. I know that the exclamation shiny Dex works in Twitch. I'm not sure about YouTube. If it doesn't work in YouTube, I guess someone try exclamation shiny Dex in YouTube. If it doesn't work, I can probably set it up. But I want to say I set it up. I think I set up, like, the important commands in YouTube. Maybe one day I will update my my shiny living dex thing to include every generation. But I think I'm gonna wait until I at least get everything that I'm already counting towards Kanto rehunted full odds. Which would be like the Galarians, the Jigglypuff line, and the Nidoran female. I think that's it. There's only a few. Oh, and some of the Abras, which I do plan to do soon. Oh, there we go. It did work. Okay, so yeah, that's how you get to that. Real wish you had Crystal on your 2DS. I mean, I have Crystal on two. I have a 2DS, a new 2DS, and a 3DS. I have Crystal on my 3DS and 2DS. I'm probably gonna homebrew my 2DS, my new 2DS, just to get a third Crystal on it. I'd recommend probably doing that. You homebrewed a second 3DS just for dual hunts, worth it? Yeah. I mean, like, they literally do not allow you to purchase legally their games anymore. Like, what else are you gonna do? Also, speaking of my living dex, my shiny living dex spreadsheet, I might like overhaul it so that it includes like sprites and stuff too. I think that might be pretty cool. So one day I might overhaul it to like include all the generations and then have it not just be like text, like have it have sprites too. You have one more Pokemon to catch in Pokemon X and Y. Xerneas? Nice. Dude, I'm at a, like, this is gonna be a week of just going hard shiny hunting, and I haven't had that in a while. Hoping to get some of my hunts done. Just need to get all the way to your 7th badge and you're golden. Luckily, like, X and Y, so X and Y is pretty easy to play through. The only thing that sucks is, like, it takes absolutely forever to get to the 2nd badge. For whatever reason. Like, half of your playthrough is just getting to the 2nd gym, it feels like. After you get that 2nd gym, it's like, alright, here's the 3rd gym, here's the 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. It's like, what the heck? It's like, you have to go around, like, the whole map to get to the 2nd gym, and then it's like... I think, because the issue is you have to go from the... Like, the first town you get to is the 1st gym. So it's like, that's fine. But then you have to, like, go through this area, get to Lumiose, go to this other area, then go to this other area, then you get to this town, then you gotta do a fetch quest to get the fossil for that town, then you have to go to this other route, and then you gotta get to the 2nd. Like, it's just, there's like, it's like a 7-step process just to get to one of the gyms. Thinking about getting Leaf Green, do it. Just make sure you're keeping your eye out for fakes and try to get it for a decent price. Get a full-edge shiny on the way to the second gym. Not really trying that hard either. Yeah. Still haven't gotten a random shiny on any of my Living Dex playthroughs. Or just any other playthrough I've been doing off-stream, off-camera. Like, I played through Ruby a couple times just to get... I've been trying to fill out a Living Dex for Fire Red, non-shiny. And I needed the fossils, so I like played through Ruby twice to get the fossils, and it's like even stuff like that, nothing. And let me tell you, playing through this Emerald 4 times, and it still hasn't found a shiny. Like, come on, what are we doing? It's your first and only shiny in X. What was the Pokemon? Can you get all 3 starters in Leaf Green? If you reset your game 3 times, yes. If you pick Bulbasaur, trade it to a different save file, restart your game, then pick Charmander, trade it to a different save file, then restart your game, and pick Squirtle, and then trade your other 2 back to the file, then yes. But you only get 1 opportunity for the starter in Fire Red Leaf Green. Furfrou, that's such a cool one too. Furfrou is actually kind of rare too. Isn't Furfrou like 20%? I remember it took me a decent amount of time to get the 10 Furfrous I needed. Beat the game with him too. Return Silk Scarf or OP. It's funny, I've like never used the move Return in a playthrough, but when we owned XD as kids, my brother ran Ursaring, and Return was like the strongest move for it. You bred for the Furfrous? Yeah, that's a good way to do it. Full odd, like going for like the full odd set of Furfrous though is pretty tough. I think it's more common in the Sun and Moon games. All right, 2 more encounters, and I'm cleaning. I'm gonna do a live how I clean pins on my Game Boy cartridges because I'm paranoid about these. Because I have no idea why they both acted up today. That's so wild. It's coming in the next 3 tries? I certainly hope so, but I don't think it will. You recently played Ultra Moon for the 3rd time just to hunt shiny Segateka. It took about 10 hours to speed through and got Segateka within 2 hours. Dude, I feel like I hear a lot of people do that with Guzzlord. Oh, did I, No, okay, I have a distortion, but it has not started yet. I wasn't sure if I missed it. Let me just grab this distortion really quick. Oh, this is the spot where... Oh, at least it's daytime. I was gonna say, this is a spot where it's like there's Paris and stuff, but... No Zubats or Drifloons, so that's good. Alright. Let me grab the stuff that I use to clean these cartridges, and I will be right back. Stop before 1? Well, I get random frames when I load my games up now, so maybe it'll still be the next one. I'm actually pretty hyped about getting random frames now. It's pretty cool. I'm glad I did that. I'm glad I looked into that. I'm actually gonna pause the Legends and just have it like be charging, I guess, for a minute. All right, I will be right back to get the stuff I need. All right, so have I gotten the Alpha Magnemite yet? Yeah, I did. I got it a few streams ago. We're going for Sneasel now. Female Sneasel and Weavile. All right, here we go. Cleaning the old pins on these because both games acted up today. Got the Tri-Wing. I should do autofocus on this. Got the Tri-Wing Screwdriver. Unscrew game. This is one I have soldered a new battery holder on, but it doesn't really matter because it's emerald. And then I got, well, I guess I'll zoom out. Got this Equate brand 70% isopropyl alcohol. Usually we have like 90 some percent alcohol, so 70 is a bit low, but it's fine. Oh, and then I guess I'll show off what I do here with this. I guess I gotta change the angle again. I take a cotton swab and I just like dip it in just a little bit, just so that it's, you guys can't even see it. I just kind of dip it in here just so that it's a little moist. And now this is actually so much more inconvenient for me to actually show this on camera. I would have been like done with this by now if, if I wasn't showing this on camera. Then we just let me see if there's anything on this that might have caused the issues. It looks pretty good. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, but there's like black stuff. So I guess we're cleaning something here. All right, that's a lot better. I'm going to use the other side to dry. Now, isopropyl alcohol dries very quickly. You know, maybe it might have been, there's like this thing right here. This might have just been like a weird mark or something. It's not coming off anymore, so. Now we'll just let that sit, and I'm gonna grab the other one and do the same thing. So I'm probably not gonna try to get this in frame, so sorry guys. But I will show this one I have not replaced the battery, and I don't really intend to replace the battery on this one. This one does look like it's got some schmutz, so maybe this one just needed a cleaning, I don't know. I'm going to use a new Q-tip, though, and I say Q-tip, that is a name brand. They are called cotton swabs, but just force a habit. It's like when you say Velcro for hook and loop. The more you know. Oh, yeah, this is like, I'm getting these Q-tips are like turning black. This is why I want to get one of those like cleaners for the inside of the actual like system. Cause like I can't help but feel like this gunk is getting in my system, which is like not good. Like I mean this whole Q-tip is like gray now. Let's do the dry technique now. This like what looks like gunk has not been coming off though. Not sure what's up with that. Oh, whoops. It is funny, doesn't this cartridge look different than this one? Never mind, they look very similar. Yeah, they look very similar. I thought they looked different at first. They don't. Alright, this is probably good. This game definitely for sure, dude. I don't know which back was to what. I know what front's to what, so I guess the back doesn't really matter. Man, I should probably... I'm gonna get a little more of this alcohol. Clean the inside of this case, because it's kind of got some yucca in here. Sometimes just a good cleaning goes a long way. If you ever have issues with your games, just double check, make sure that they need to be clean or not. All right, while this is drying, I'm going to get rid of this stuff. Actually, I'm going to get rid of the plate too, so it's probably pretty dry. It's not dry enough. I'll just set this. I'll just wait. You know, we'll just wait. Yeah, Kleenex too, that's another one. Just waiting for my cartridge to dry. Yeah, I don't know why it looks like this. Just looks like... It looks worse on the camera than in real life. Like, that looks bad. That's not like that. It's just like... I don't know. Just like... weird. Hopefully that's not like corrosion. It looks like corrosion from the camera. It does not look like that in real life, like in person. Let me just, I'm gonna hold this. It's like a little bit right here. I don't know. I've never had issues with this game, though.
This does put a smile on my face.
Miguelito, thank you for the follow. Thanks for putting a smile on Thanos' face. I do appreciate it. All right, this looks dry. So let's put this back. All right, game should be working now. Well, hopefully. This game's working fine. Yep, all right. Other games should hopefully be working as well. And it looks like it is. It is, okay. All right, I'm gonna get rid of this stuff and I will be right back and then we'll continue hunting. That was creepy. I heard a man gasp from the other room. Wait, what was creepy? What happened? I don't know what happened. I'll be right back though. All right, I'm back. I gotta get rid of the screwdriver though. All right, screwdriver's gone. Let me get this angle set up and then we're gonna do the distortion. See, angle's all out of whack now. Well, actually, let me do this. I have to do this because I gotta focus on this game. All right. Now we get the angle that we desire, which is somewhere along this. Looks decent, I guess. All right. Let me do one encounter with Mew. Because I gotta get over there too. Are these on full volume? They are. Imagine I get double shiny Mew. That would be crazy. I can't see myself ever getting like a back-to-back full odd shiny. It's like a 1 in 60 some million chance of happening. Okay, I definitely feel like I'm at like a slight angle here. Let's do that. I think that might look better. All right. Today's the day. I don't know. At this point, I'm not sure. But you know, maybe this week I'm gonna be a little more optimistic about it. All right. Also, let me do something. I don't know if I did this at all today. Hopefully, it doesn't crash my stream because it has happened before. All right. Distortion time. You know what? We have time before the distortion. I forgot. I paused it because I didn't know how long it was going to take to clean the systems, and I forgot we weren't like ready for it. All right, you know, false alarm. We're just going to do more encounters with Mew. What time is it? 4:05? Nice. I've been streaming for almost 3 hours today. What did we start at today for Mew? Okay, we've done almost 400 today. I will say though, like, with me being as far in as I am, and now doing the painting to like randomize my seed every time, I have a bit more confidence getting this Mew. I will say. It feels like it might actually happen at some point. I just hope it doesn't take another 10,000, you know? I got this? I hope so. I mean, I plan to hunt a lot this week. I hope something shows up, you know? Seeing numbers like this always scare you. About 3,700 into roaming Raikou, and with how slow encounters are for roamers, the idea of it could take 15k more is daunting. Yeah, that is like the tough thing about doing slow hunts, because like you'll do some hunts, like some average hunts, and get like a 3k or a 5k or maybe like an 8k, 10k, whatever. But like when you do like a hunt that's gonna take a while, and you're like, dude, I've gotten so many 20ks, I've gotten a few 30ks, it's just like, oh, I really hope it doesn't go that far. Like, it's scary. But you just gotta go for it, and it just shows up when it shows up. I mean, I'm willing to bet, I don't want to jinx it, but I'm willing to bet this Mew will not be my longest hunt. I just hope I get it, like, before, like, a 20k or something. Roaming Entei took you 93. I mean, 93 is insane. That's, like, I've only done numbers like that 2 times for 1 in 8, 192. Alright, now we're doing the distortion. I feel like we've been doing pretty well with the distortions too, like, I mean, I just hope I don't get a male Sneasel first try as the alpha. Like, if we get female Sneasel, like, pretty soon, we'll be in a pretty good spot. I am worried, though. Wouldn't be the lightest bit shocked to get an alpha male one again for 3 in a row. This tree's shaking again. What the heck? Was this not... Do they just reset after like a couple days or so? Is that how the trees work? I'm pretty sure this was the same tree that I hit last time I was here. And I haven't, like, reset. I've just been sleeping. Like 20 minutes? Oh, okay. So they just get re-rolled after 20 minutes? That's interesting. I was kind of thinking about that, because I swear there were times where I was, like, not resetting, but I was, like, hitting trees that were, like, I'm like, or, like, not trees, but, like, when I was doing the distortions in, like, the coastlands, it was, like, all the items were kind of resetting when I wasn't, like, doing anything to reset them. I thought that Gengar was alpha, it's just his eyes are red. Am I getting targeted? That's inconvenient. Looks like your OG Switch can be modded, not that you know how to do it. Unfortunate. At some point, I'm gonna have to, like, sell some stuff. Let's just casually make 95 star pieces. It's easy. Oh, wait. Oh, no, we're good, we're good. You have faith I'll get it this week? I hope so. I hope you get your Raikou under odds, too. Those roamers are scary. Like, I like the idea of doing a roamer, but we're talking like 1 or 2, and also the second easiest ones, I should say, being the Sinnoh ones where you just know where they're at all times. Just got back from walking the dogs. Do you miss the live pin cleaning? Yeah, you did. Hopefully we don't have any more issues, because Can I swap to the... There we go. Hopefully I don't have any more issues with that, because that was kind of scary. There is a slight part of me. Maybe I should do that for this week only, after this stream, obviously, because we're pretty deep in this. But I might put the Bidoof on hold, just so I can, like, go as, like, efficiently as possible with Mew. Because sometimes the like timing gets a little off, and then it's like you slow down on both the hunts. I might do that. Just because the Bidoof's not quite as important as the Mew. See, like, right now, I kind of, like, messed up a little bit. Because I was thinking about getting the encounter on the Bidoof. I'll probably still keep the distortions running, though. Because, I mean, 90% of going for distortions is just doing nothing, so it's kind of fine to do that. Whoa, okay. $417. I'm not sure what I'm going to try to get to today. We've done over 400 today, which isn't bad. Getting 500 in a stream, as low as that sounds, it is nothing to sneeze at. But I am curious if I like get rid of Bidoof for like the next couple streams and just see how like, I mean, it probably won't make that much of a difference, but see how much of a difference it makes. And obviously no issues with having to like clean the cartridges or anything, you know, that might make a difference too. It's gonna be so crazy when there's a blue Mew on the screen. And then there's gonna be a crazy roller coaster of emotions where I'm like so excited that I got the shiny, that the hunt's finally over, and then I'm gonna be worried that the game's gonna like break in self-destruct mode when I like go to try to catch it. And then I'm gonna catch it, and then I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh, and then I'm gonna save, and I'm gonna save like 6 times, and I'm gonna be like, oh my gosh. That's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking's gonna happen. Saving 6 times is such a mood. I mean, you really only need to save twice. Saving more than twice doesn't do anything. You're not gonna have like a backup save. I'm gonna trade it over to my main leaf green, and then I'm gonna like back up that save. So I guess you can have a backup save, because you're gonna have the normal save, the backup save that comes with saving twice. Then you're gonna have, because I have an R4 card, the capability of backing up that save and putting it on a computer, and then also having it on an SD card. So then I guess I'll have a backup save. No, it'll only be 3 backups, but there'll be a main save too. That'll be the reality of it. Backups on backups on backups, true. Being able to back up GBA cartridges is just so nice. If anyone has a DS Lite or a DS Fat, and you like shiny hunts in the Gen 3 games, like definitely look into getting an R4 card. Like it is so easy. They're pretty inexpensive too. I want to say like no more than 25-30 bucks. Like you probably spent around 20 bucks for one. And there's just this easy program you can download, and then you just put it in, and it's like, back up your save to the SD card. And then it's like, there you go. And then you just put that on your computer, or like just a hard drive or something. And then like if something happens, you're like, well, it's good because I can just load this backup. Oh no, I'll have another backup. I'll have a backup, I think, because I have this emulator on my phone that has my Leaf Green save file on it. So I'll probably load this the backup to this and have like another backup of this to have it on my phone as well. So there'll be like 4 backups. See, this is my dude. Choco Dummy, man. This is one of my favorite shinies I've gotten. One of my most wanted Safari Week shinies. Got it. It put up an insane fight, and I ended up catching it. And I also guessed the nature correctly. That's one of my favorite shinies I've gotten. But yeah, there'll be like an additional backup because I'll put it on my phone like that. The epilogue operator is also a great tool for backups. Oh yeah, that's that thing. It's like a slot that you can like plug into your computer. Yeah, that one's pretty cool too. R4 cards you can do other things with. I mean, you probably can do more with the operator too. But I also was able to fix the real-time clock of my Sapphire with the R4 card. You're also able to just download ROMs to it and play it on a DS. That's another plus. Hunting for Dracovish via revive method while watching you. Nice. I got Dracovish super fast. Dracovish was like my fastest shiny hunt for a bit. And then I was like so excited that I like wanted to start doing Dracozolt. And I did like 60 revives and then just like stopped hunting for it. And I just haven't returned to it. I have no idea why. But someday, maybe I'll go for all of them. They're cool shinies. Dracovish was just my favorite one. But, like, even if you get lucky or unlucky, those fossil revives, if you have enough fossils, man, they're so fast. You turn off, like, I think it's like you turn off sound effects, too. And it's even faster. Because the, like, sound that plays when you, like, are reviving the fossil doesn't play and it just skips all of that. Yeah, the purple and gray is great. Which I didn't know about the sound thing when I hunted it. I had no idea that was a thing. Okay, if I am gonna be honest, guys, I think I'm gonna end at 14,700 today. Just because there's something I gotta get done. And then tomorrow, I think I'm gonna try to stream every day this week to get this Mew. But we might like put the Bidoof on hold. And just full force the Mew. I definitely think putting the Bidoof on hold is the play. Just because of, like, Safari Week coming up. Any other scenario, it's like, doesn't really matter. You're never getting this Mew before Safari Week. You would need 4 Nintendo SPs. It's over. Why would I need 4 Nintendo SPs? Also, pessimistic much? I can easily get another few thousand in this week if I, like, consistently hunt. Solid chance I get the shiny, especially with how far in I am. Yeah, why would I need 4 SPs to hunt this thing that I can only hunt on 2 systems because I only have 2 cartridges for Emerald? It would actually be so perfect, though, if I got the shiny, like, right now. Just to prove you wrong. The funniest, though, is when you're hunting and you're, like, trying to plan out your hunt. Be like, alright, if I can do this many encounters a day, I could potentially get it during this day. And then you'll, like, get the shiny while you're trying to, like, plan out everything. And you're like, alright, never mind. That's always the best when that happens. That, like, happened to me when I was going for Bronzor in BDSP. I phased on Bronzor with a Zubat, and I was so worried I was going to keep phasing for it. And I was like, alright, maybe I can, like, do this thing, because my rule was to, like, only use shiny Pokemon. So I'm like, if I want to use a Magnet Pull, it has to be a shiny. So, like, maybe I can send a Magnemite up from, like, Go and, like, do this. But, like, home compatibility is not out yet. So maybe I can find someone who found a shiny Magnemite and can, like, trade it to me temporarily. And I'm, like, going through all this in my head, and then I found Bronzor, like, that same day. And I was like, well, now I'm an idiot for trying to plan all that out. No RNG manipulation? No, because that takes the fun out of shiny hunting. At least in my opinion. I like shinies because they're rare. Manipulating the RNG to make them not rare is not exciting for me. It's not fun. I would just like find other hobbies. I would just do other things with my time. No, actually, technically, we are manipulating the RNG by doing encounters over and over again until we hit a shiny frame. You'd say that figuring out the first time was fun. Yeah, the first time. That's the thing. I've toyed with the idea of doing like a cute charm glitch file in like Gen 4, but I feel like it would be fun for the first, like, 20 minutes, and then I'd be, like, over it. I'd be like, yep, I spent all that time doing this cute charm glitch that I do not care about after 20 minutes. Oop. Oh, it's gonna be perfect. We're gonna be at exactly 11,400 by the time we get to 15,700 on Mew. We're gonna be at 11,400 on Bidoof. It's nice when they kind of both end on nice even numbers. I say even numbers, but I mean like multiples of 50 or 100. Because obviously, like after just 2 encounters, it'll be an even number. Gonna use a dive ball? Yeah. I know it's like the thing literally everyone else does, but I do like matching the shiny colors, and the dive ball looks really cool. And it should be like a guaranteed catch with the method I'm doing. Unless my game self-destructs. Unless my game just decides it doesn't want to work while I find the shiny. Alright, last encounter for both games. Imagine a blue Mew right there. Alright, well, no shiny today, but I'll probably be here again tomorrow. We'll keep going. Got yours matched as well as Regice. It looks so nice. Yeah, the dye ball is really cool. But I'm going to end it here. Thank you to everyone who tuned into the stream, and I will see you next time.